Hey Paige, this is Tim. This is the new analytics within the app itself that the hosting company and hosting platform is working on. They're not completed yet. I don't know when they're going to be completed. But for example, this is a date range of the last 7 days. Here's how many total Apple visitors have visited the app, 12,776. Android, people with Android phones, 724. And again, this is in the last week. Here's new visitors within the last week, 102 Apple device downloads and 57 Android device downloads. This is the Apple iPad. Anybody that has an Apple device, this kind of tells you how many are return visitors versus how many are new visitors. So that's kind of interesting, good information to know. Most people do come back and visit the app. And here's what they're looking at: the coaching tab mostly. So in the last week, somebody's driving a lot of traffic, or you guys are telling them to go to the coaching tab, or for some reason they're going to the coaching tab more than anything else. Okay? And this is with Apple. Now, here's something. I know they're still working on this because we send the power-ups. I get the power-ups. I go to them every day, and they don't even register on here in the last week. So that tells me they're still working out the bugs in this. But that's the Apple device tab. Okay? Here's Android. Same information. Again, this is in the last week. A lot of new visitors. Most people go to the power up. So when those push notifications come out, if most of them with the Android devices are going to the power up, this number is usually 5 to 10 times more for Apple devices, if that makes sense to you, because more people have an Apple device than Android devices. So they're tweaking this to get it to work. The analytics are showing up for the power-ups for every page on the app for Android, but they're not working for every page on Apple. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So as this matures and as they tweak this and fix it, I can send you screenshots weekly, or you can ask me anytime, hey, how many people downloaded this in the last week or so. The other thing I noticed too in playing with this is it only goes like today, yesterday, and 7 days. This custom date range doesn't work. I mean, it works. I can look at the first week in January, the first week in February, any time period, but it only goes for a 7-day period. And so, like for example, today alone so far, at the time of us looking at this, 1,300 visitors from Apple, 87 from Android. Again, the power-ups aren't registering for Apple. They're fixing that. Android, most people went to the power-up today so far. So you're getting some good traffic there. So be sure to look at the spreadsheet I sent you, because that data is straight from my developer account with Google and with Apple. And I update that daily. It's a day behind. So when you get that access to that spreadsheet, I sent you the link. Just look at the tabs, scroll through the tabs. We've been keeping records since the inception of the app. So there's a ton of information back there. Okay, let me know if you have any questions. Thank you very much. Hope that makes sense to you, Paige. Bye-bye.